young man, do you want to be there? I said, young man, missing life, no career. I said, young man, with some bird with no hair. You don't have to be on, young man. Would you like to have fun? I said, young man, with pretty much anyone. I said, young man, not with a surrogate mom. You don't have to be unhappy. It's crap to live with the FATA. It's crap to live with the ATA. You can go outside, you can go for a dance, you can have a natural romance.
Okay, I'm gonna hurry and eat dinner so we can do the haul.
Oh goody. Off to an excellent start.
Yeah, I know, I'm doing laundry galore. I forgot to do laundry the other day, and now I'm paying for it, let me tell you.
Now you might be wondering why I kept this bit in, because quite frankly it's fluff or bumph, if you know what bumph is. It's an excellent word. So the reason I kept this in, the eating, the putting things away, the having the washing machine on very loudly in the background, is a segue for me to talk about something that has been bothering me for some time, and that is respecting your audience. Now, Chantal may view her subscribers as her minions, possibly. They're there to keep her company, they're there to entertain her, they're there to provide her content. Well, it's my opinion, and bear in mind I haven't been doing this very long, that when you create a video and upload it on a channel, your primary aim is not to have people watch you, send you money, shower you with praise. It's not an ego boost, it's not therapy, it's not something to keep you company, it's not a way to spend time. You're providing, in many ways, a product. And in the workplace, as everybody who has had jobs or worked jobs, particularly customer service jobs, your aim is to provide a product or a service that engages your target demographic and encourages them to come back. And in order to encourage someone to come back, you have to entertain them, educate them, possibly shock them if that's your thing. The point I'm saying is, I'm not going to stop taping every 5 minutes to do stuff. I would have done the stuff prior, or have been prepared to do the stuff once I've finished. You don't do it during. You don't do your laundry during if the machine is so loud it interferes with your audio. You don't stop to go to the toilet. You don't, unless you're doing an actual targeted mukbang, I don't believe you should be eating at all. I hold it in the same regard as I would if somebody was on the telephone and talking to me while eating, which I personally think is extremely ill-mannered and is disgusting. Don't eat while on a telephone with somebody. Don't interrupt the telephone call to take another telephone call, because you're basically telling the person on the end of the phone, or in the case of a video, I got to take this message, I got to take this call, you do whatever you want, entertain yourselves. It's basically you're saying whoever's called me, messaged me, is more important than you are to me. And that's just a slap in the face. I mean, Foodie is going to touch on this a little bit later, but in a much different direction from what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, this is a product you are producing for an audience who have chosen to watch you and do expect to be engaged. People don't pay to watch you, to entertain you. We are not kings and queens, and the audience aren't our court jesters. Anyway, let's continue.
I'm just eating my first meal.
All I'm saying is you could have eaten before going on live. You didn't have to do the two simultaneously, particularly given your etiquette.
I measured out exactly a cup and a half of rice.
A cup and a half cooked or uncooked, Foodie? Is it me, or does that washing machine sound like it's suffering? Must be a heavy load.
Consumerism, final boss.
I have a legitimate question. Do people actually like watching other people opening the things they've bought for themselves? I mean, try-ons are a little bit more, I wouldn't say exciting, but they're something. But watching somebody open a bunch of tat, is that really something that people enjoy?
And some lens things. I don't know what that is.
I got rid of the majority of the shopping stuff because, quite frankly, it's a load of balls. But I kept that little bit in because there's a lot of things in that Temu Haul that Foodie doesn't actually know what they are or how to use, which means I would say a good 50% of that Temu Haul is actually Salah's stuff for Salah's projects and Salah's hobbies, and I would bet actual physical money that none of it has to do with their YouTube channel or their vlogs or beezing.
I don't know what any of this stuff is. Oh my gosh, guys, look what I have!
This is legitimate happiness and joy. I mean, what could possibly spark a reaction like that you've never seen in your life? Her react to her husband like that. I mean, what possibly can be more joyous than the love of her effing life to elicit that kind of response?
I try to control my sass, but it doesn't always work, okay? And no, becoming a Muslim reader doesn't take your bitchiness away, okay? Not right away, anyways.
No, I agree. Not immediately. But after 2 effing years.
Look at this! It's stainless steel!
Did anyone guess? Did anyone guess the item that has brought more joy to Foodie Beauty than her husband has ever done? It's an effing spoon.
Stainless steel, it says so. This is a spoon, and it's for my... Because I'm going to be doing groceries. I found a big bottle of, not Torani brand, but another one, sugar-free syrup for coffee, so I'm going to be buying coffee accessories. So,
you are physically incapable of drinking coffee unless, at the very least, it has the illusion of being sweetened. You're not even trying, are you? What I mean is, you need to re-educate your taste buds. Drinking fake sweet stuff is not going to help you ditch the real sweet stuff.
And basically it hangs out on the glass, I smell everything.
Now, I don't know if this actually applies to Foodie. I don't personally believe it does. But if she's watching this, she's going to use this bit as an excuse in future, okay? Because I reside with a individual who lives in the same domicile as I, who does actually sniff everything. And the reason they sniff everything is down to their autism.
So I use them once, so I smell them after my workout to see if I can still use them again the next day. I'm not going to wash my socks every time I use them once. No. My feet don't smell. That's why I can reuse them. I told you I don't have, like, feet smell, armpit smell.
Didn't Pete say she smelled like mouldy cheese? Anyway. I'm doing this bit in the middle because I wish to say something with regard to myself. If you have been so kind and gracious to watch my more recent videos, I think it is very obvious that I am beginning to be less diplomatic and slightly less generous with my observations with regards to foodie, and I'm aware of this, and part of me wishes this wasn't the case. I am not becoming more blunt for educational purposes, for entertainment purposes. I'm becoming more this because I am becoming increasingly more frustrated with foodie. I have been watching her for about 1.5 years now, and this current arc, this during Bangkok, where basically we just saw authentic foodie, and now this following, it's only been 2 weeks, but the levels of duplicity, deception, delusion, other words beginning with D, is so blatant. It's insulting. Foodie doesn't necessarily think her audience is stupid. Necessarily. I'm not saying she doesn't either. But what I can say is foodie does believe she is smarter than everybody else. Hello, this is Editing Fat Cow. I'd just like to say I had absolutely no idea how expressive my effing eyebrows were. Good grief.
I only got one of these? That's no fair.
Okay, who hasn't bought something thinking it was a multi-pack and it turns out it wasn't? And who hasn't bought something thinking it was big and it turns out to be really small because they didn't bother reading the dimensions, or for some reason they thought that 10 centimetres was a lot bigger than what it actually is. Yes. Much like probably how you thought that what you were ordering in Kuwait was bigger than what you actually got. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Large crowd in here. Oh yeah. This chat has gone downhill. Yeah, because of you.
Have you noticed how nothing is foodie's fault? Wow. Wish I was that perfect.
I'm not uptight. I'm mature. Some people decide to grow up. Got timed out because I didn't want my ears to bleed. There you go. So you're insulting my husband, so get lost. I won't, yeah, but I don't know. None of them will, yo mama. None of them will accept the challenge.
Let's address this challenge, shall we? 1. We're going to ignore the fact that the majority of people don't actually own a treadmill. 2. The person you challenged has children and a busy life, and I can bet they walk a lot more than 20 minutes a day. Again, I also want to stress that apparently the average walk-in time of 1 mile for females is at your age range between 40 and 45. I will put this on the screen. You should be able to walk a mile in 18.25 minutes, and you walked slightly more than 1/3 of a mile in 20.
Get on camera, go on the treadmill. That's your challenge. Because they are pathetic pussies.
And you're pathetic too. Two can play that game, sweetheart.
Okay, babe, I'm ready whenever you are. I'll do it, Chantal. I do it every day. Yeah, but you don't judge me for my level of exercise. Yeah, I'm ready, babe. Lizzie. So, you don't go on live streams and judge me for how much exercise I can do and not even do any at all on camera.
Okay. No exercising on camera, no existy? Alright, Phoebe. How about no showing papers on camera, no existy too?
Hey, Bailey. Yeah, if you're not the one... Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're annoying. Goodbye. This isn't a democracy here, okay? Like I always say, so get lost.
I don't understand. How does she get it to cut perfectly in half and still be staring forward? How? Is that it? Right. No, it's not a democracy. It's not a dictatorship either. It's basically the ramblings of an unhinged woman who doesn't like it when people say things that don't fit in with their narrative, and so she just blocks them. And you know what? Blocking people off your channel isn't nearly the flex you think it is, because basically you are removing revenue from your channel, and as much as you say you don't need the money, sweetheart, you're buying things in bulk from Temu.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, that's pathetic, yo mama. No, I have a lot of people who care about me here. What are you even talking about?
I'm not one to gossip, and I'm not one to say things that have circulated that haven't actually been proven. However, it has been not speculated or suggested, but anecdotally told by other people that there are forums and chat rooms of some percentage of your followers whose entire goal is to discuss between them ways of antagonizing you and provoking you to have rages online. And I would say that that is an extremely loving thing to do. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, they love me very much. Totally. Very much.
I don't really love babies like most people do. I don't see a baby and go, ah! If I see a kitten, I...
Do you remember that live stream you did by the pool? You know, the one you deleted afterwards? The one where you said that every time you see a baby you want to breastfeed it? Yeah, even I've got a copy of that.
Oh, I think my rolls are going down. Wow, look. Thank you, Temu.
Seriously? Is this what passes for content? Alright, let's have a go. Hey guys. That's basically just showing off your bloody boobs. Modest.
1.9.
Right. We can't see your feet. We can hear the machine going. Can't actually see your feet. So, let's pretend I've just switched on. Boop. My treadmill is just starting and got a squeaky chair. Look. I'm going faster. Now I'm running. Hee hee. Full body shots, seeing your feet on treadmill. Film the whole effing thing and then speed it up so that we can tell you actually did 20 minutes and not just filmed the screen, and maybe, just maybe, we'll believe you. Wow. Whoa. Yeah. Woo. Me too. Me too.
Yeah, I can't run yet, Pix. Block all the haters. We love you. Thank you, Rita. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it positive, you know. Look at it this way. If you went to a concert, let's say you went to see The Weeknd or Taylor Swift, and her entire audience was booing her and heckling her versus cheering her on, how do you think her performance would be?
Her performance would be exactly the same as it always has been, always will be, because, now this might be a bit controversial, she's a professional.
But I don't know if I'm going to do the treadmill with you guys all the time, because I like to put my playlist on and just do my thing, and I'm going to try to do it in the morning when I can look outside and see the nice ocean.
For those of us that Foodie considers idiots, I shall translate. Well, I'm going to say that I need to do it first thing in the morning because it's cooler, I'm refreshed, and I can look out the window because apparently that's only something I can do first thing in the morning. But I'm not going to film it, but you got to believe me that I'm actually doing it because I said so.
Thanks, brr. Cheese check. Oh no. Forget the stupid cheese check, right? I still have cheese.
Oh no, they're asking to look at the cheese again. Not only have I eaten it all, but it actually means I have to get up. This is a fucking disaster. I'm going to say tomorrow, after I get the groceries and have replaced some of it.
I don't have any, okay, I'll just tell you, I don't have any more mozzarella or hard cheese.
I know what I'll do. I'll kind of admit to some of it being gone, but not the rest of it. And then I'm sort of telling the truth, and then they will believe me.
Hi, Birdie. Babe, I don't think people are making fun of you when they say no more crazy frog. I think they just are sick of the crazy frog after about 1,000 times.
I think people are sick of Salah and Crazy Frog. Speaking of Salah, I have very ambivalent feelings towards him. The majority of the time I think he's obnoxious and not much of a side character. Every so often he will come across as being actually legitimately caring about Foodie, and I will feel some pity for him. And then occasionally, I will feel sorry for him having to put up with Foodie.
These are the vitamins. I like them.
Of course, the only way foodie takes vitamins is if they are gummies that taste like sweets.
Yeah, he used to play a lot and know a lot more songs, but over the years he just didn't play as much. Like if you go on his channel and see his old keyboard playing videos, he has a few of them, but he just is out of practice a bit and wants to learn more songs. So
I paused right here for editing purposes, and I just want to show you the face I paused on. A picture is worth 1,000 words. That face, when talking about Salah's piano playing, I have absolutely nothing to add.
you're never seeing our bedroom ever in a million years. It's our private area.
Because then we would know for sure they do not sleep together.
Goodbye. Goodbye, hamburger. If you can't be nice to my mods, you can get out of here. Poor emotional. Are you Muslim? Serious question.
Are you? Serious question. Are you? You've taken the Shahada. You think all you need to do to be a Muslim is to say that you worship Allah and only Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet, peace be upon him. And yet, do you actually believe that with your whole heart? Or do you believe with your whole heart that just by saying those words out loud is enough? Really? I don't like questioning people's beliefs, but I do have a tendency to form opinions based on behaviour. And all I can say is I have known many people who practice the Islamic faith, and you are by far the least qualified to represent it. I'm actually getting annoyed. And don't you dare say I can't say anything, because I lived that life. I practiced that faith. And even though I'm not a Muslim anymore, I am still a better representative of that faith than you are. And I mean that with my whole entire heart.